Hello again. Welcome. Wow. It has been a while, huh? Hey, how you doing? Look at you. Yeah, look at me. I'm back. Well, let's not get too hasty here. It has been a long time since I have done any recording. I suppose I feel like I ought to apologize, but I can explain myself. I'm going to explain myself. But I'm here to do something. Some important business. I'm going to play Ultima 7. How about I let this thing speak for itself for a little bit, and then we're going to dive in to what's been going on with me, and then we're going to go on with what in the hell is going on with Ultima 7. Ultima 7. It's been so long. Oh man. Nostalgia. I can't say no to nostalgia, ladies and gentlemen.
Avatar! Know that Britannia has entered into a new age of enlightenment.
Know that the time has finally come for the one true Lord of Britannia to take his place at the head of his people.
Under my guidance,
Britannia will flourish.
And all of the people shall rejoice and pay homage to their new guardian. Know that you too shall kneel before me, Avatar. You too will soon acknowledge my authority, for I shall be your companion, your provider, and your master.
Peace. Oh, jeez. Okay, so this is a GOG version of this game. I'm playing it on a modern PC. Perhaps it's not happening at the speed it used to be on the age-old 386 I first played this game on. Behind your house lies the circle of stones. Why is a moon gate already there? Well, let's skip ahead. Oh, this intro. The Black Gate. Oh, this menu. Oh, jeez. Down, 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 down. Oh, the power that's in here. Okay, starting again. Oh, okay. So, I don't have a name ready. I'm gonna name my avatar after my cat. There. I will be the avatar Muffin Top. And I will be sex male, yes. Journey onward. Yes, go on. Go, you can do it. Oh, there. It is horrible. I know, it's shocking. Who could have done it? I don't know. But he had no enemies. What is to be done? A rather large, familiar man looks up and sees me. The shock that is evident from his dumbfounded expression quickly evolves into delight. He smiles broadly, like across the screen. Muffin Top! If I did not trust the infallibility of mine own eyes, I would not believe it. That's the kind of guy this is, huh? I was just thinking to myself, if only the Avatar were here, and then, poof, lo and behold, who says that magic is dying? Here is living proof that it is not. Dost thou realize, Sir Muffin Top, that it has been 200 Britannian years since we last met? Why, thou hast not aged at all. Iolo winks. conspiratorially. That's a fucking word, huh? How many characters? I'm not gonna care. Like, I'm not gonna count how many characters that is. He whispers, due no doubt to the difference in the structure of time in our original homeland and that of our Britannia. Oh, I see. So he's from my time too. That's kind of what we were able to pick up from the introduction. I'm a man from here, not here, but like real life. I'm from real life. Yep, that's me. Real life Muffin Top. And, and I guess Iolo is here too. Maybe I don't know about all the backstory, but let's not get into this just yet. He resumes, speaking aloud. If I have aged a little, as thou can see, but of course I have stayed here in Britannia all this time. Oh, but Avatar, wait until I tell the others. They will be happy to see thee. Welcome to Trinsic. The distraught peasant interrupts Iolo. Show him the stables, my lord. 'Tis horrible. Iolo nods, his joy fading quickly as he is reminded of the reason he was standing here in the first place. Ah, yes. Our friend Petre here discovered something truly ghastly this morning. Take a look inside the stables. I shall accompany thee. Okay. So a whole lot of things are happening at once, and let's try to parse everything. So there is a tremor, okay? All is not right in Britannia. Perhaps the British will know the reason behind this tremor. Yes, there was a tremor, and that indicates that I have installed, as part of this game, the expansion pack, The Forge of Virtue. You would know that it is properly installed. I suppose this is one of those ways of telling. Anyway, so I'm going to click, yep. You see a middle-aged nobleman. I don't know. Who is this stranger? Look at this. He has no hair up here, so he feels obligated to fill in down here. The man wanted an afro, but is that really the place for it? Why, this is the Avatar. Sorry, I'm getting my voices mixed up. Iolo proudly proclaims, Canst thou believe it? May I introduce thee? This is Finnegan, the town mayor. Oh, Finnegan. You and me go back, eh? And this is Sir Muffin Top, the Avatar. I simply cannot believe he is here. The mayor looks at you up and down, not sure if he believes Iolo or not. He looks at Iolo skeptically. I swear to thee, it's the Avatar. Of course it is. Look at him. The mayor looks at you again as if he were studying every pore in your face. Finally, he smiles. Welcome, Avatar. But just as suddenly, Finnegan's face becomes stern. A horrible murder has occurred. If thou art truly the Avatar, maybe thou canst help us to solve it. I would feel better, you see, if thou takest this matter into thine hands. Thou shalt be handsomely rewarded if thou dost discover the name of the killer. Dost thou accept? This is a lot to dump on a guy just arriving through a portal, but I suppose this is Ultima 7. This is possibly the 7th time he's done this, so maybe he's used to it. Petre here knows something about all of this. The peasant interjects. I discovered poor Christopher and his gargoyle. Oh man, I'm ruining this man's voice, but he looks like he has a ruined voice. I Nemo earlier this morning. The mayor continues. Hast thou searched the stables? I just fucking landed, dude. What I shouldn't have said. Yeah, I shouldn't have said. Okay, I'll say I found nothing. Thou shouldst look again. Air quotes. Avatar. Air quotes. Well, welcome to Ultima 7 and welcome back to the button press, ladies and gentlemen. We finally made it back. Oh, jeez. Let me pause. This is pausing? Are people moving? People are not moving. Okay, that must mean I am paused. The I button still does its job. This is inventory. Wow. Okay, so today I felt like just getting into a game and playing it, and whatever happened, happened. And that's what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do. With a game that it's one of these games, okay? Like every video gamer, nay, every hobbyist can think back to that time when they really knew that they were hooked to their hobby. And I think Ultima 7, this game from, I don't know what year, but this is a long ass time ago. I knew from this game for sure that I was into video games. Well, that's a hard thing to say. I didn't know. I wasn't identifying myself as a gamer. I was just super into this game and super into games since then. So anyway, for trivia's sake, nobody needs to really know this. You see this? There was a physical version that came with the game. I still have mine. Oh yeah. Okay. So, boy. So like I said, this is a GOG version. It's probably going to happen a little bit at a faster rate, or perhaps at the perfect rate, which is unintended, because on the 386, I remember this went much more slowly. But anyway, so I am the avatar. I can single click on things to look at them. This is a sign. If I double click on it, will it say something? No, it's just a sign. Okay. And this is BFF Iolo. We are supposed to investigate a murder fresh through the red moon gate. Oh boy. Da, da, da. Oh, this is corpse viewing music, huh? Now, I've never really questioned this. I suppose this is something that I'm only asking myself now that I am a full-grown adult and all that stuff. Were these candles there placed just shortly after the murder, or were these candles placed here and this is like part of the crime scene? This is how you dress a crime scene. Anyway, this dude has been murdered to shit. Fucking look at this guy. He sure is a victim. Okay, great. All right. Let me push I here. So what has been going on with me? Oh man. If you're watching this at all, there's a very good chance that you are a personal friend of mine, so I suppose I am sorry for the radio silence. I'm going to grab this key. But I would like to explain myself. It's not as if I haven't been doing things, okay? So the reason I wanted to take a hiatus to begin with was actually because I was hell-bent, intent, and successful at buying property where I currently am, and I am currently recording from, and it's very nice. Thank you for asking. It's wonderful. But the entire process of buying this property and moving in was kind of a lot to do all at once. So I felt, I was unable to really focus, and maybe I want this torch. I was unable to both be interesting, I felt, and I guess be efficient at, organizing all my stuff, because there is an awful lot of stuff to do, it turns out, when you're buying anything of actual note, I suppose. Before we go too deep, I suppose I should say, I'm out of practice. So if I find myself unable to continue, or unable to focus while I'm playing games and trying to talk, just bear with me. I gotta get back into this. Okay, so we got some very obvious footprints. Can I select footprints here? No, I'm not looking at footprints. Who are you? Peasant. Peasant? You see a distraught peasant.
Not that really the avatar?
Is this the same gentleman I was speaking to? He looks like it. Yes. Petra bows before you.
My lord.
Yeah, what's your name?
I am called Petra.
The man sniffs. What is your job? What is your job? I am
the stable's caretaker.
Okay. I could just say bye right now, but I got all these choices. Moida.
I discovered poor Christopher and Nemo earlier this morning. I did not touch a thing. Made me sick, I did. I threw up in this trough right here.
How about these footprints?
They just lead up the back way, yes? They must be the tracks of the murderer.
That's, His eyes widen a bit more.
Oh, murderers. I have worked here for years. I can sell thee a nice horse and carriage if thou dost want one.
Straight to business, huh? Didn't you just find a body? Have you already recovered? The
animal and the carriage are located in a small shelter just outside the north gate of town. Right now, this place gives me the creeps.
His eyes are wild with fright. Christopher, yes.
Nice, man. He made the shoes for mine horses.
All right, how about this guy?
He worked for very little money, did basic chores around the stables and the pub. I let him sleep in the back room. He must have been in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Ah. That's quite the presumption for you to make, I should say.
The horse and the carriage combination sells for 60 gold. So I want a title.
No, I don't think I got $60.
Some other time then.
Okay, thanks, bye. Now, if I were designing... Okay, so completely forgiving the game for being older than shit. If I were designing a crime scene like this, should you need to go so obvious to lead a person towards where maybe they have taken a horse? Is the obvious route to friggin' let the guy step like ankle deep in this guy's guts and walk over here with blood dripping everywhere? It really? I feel like it's a bit much. And you have this whole bucket of blood. Look at that thing. That thing is nicely filled, full of blood. A little bit spilled on the side just to make sure that you know what's inside. Who would do that? Anyway. Can I just say right now, this feels great. It's been a long ass time. So, all right, yeah, I was in the middle of explaining myself. So, I have been busy up until fairly recently. I have been busy with moving in and with enjoying the hell out of my new place. But then the next thing that happened was I was so intent on, I guess, determining what it was that I wanted out of the Let's Plays, because, you know, I was in the middle of a hiatus. Why not take the time to think about how I want to improve things, maybe figure out what I want from it so that maybe I can better determine how to continue or whether I should continue doing Let's Plays and all that stuff. And I got caught agonizing over the details of what I wanted to do and what I really, really wanted to put onto the internet, you know? And I got so worked up and so preoccupied with what I wanted that I wasn't actually doing anything. So I eventually figured this out, that I am better off just going and doing shit on my own without worrying about it. So that now maybe I can actually produce, you know, because it's not... I'm going to get to all of these people at some point. It's better to produce and then maybe think to add later than to agonize over something that you're not actually doing, you know? What it was that I actually wanted to do was, right, there was... it's no secret that I am rather fond of a website called giantbomb.com. I've been admiring the work of a particular journalist that had been with Giant Bomb for a little while, and I was, I guess, jealous or envious, and I wanted to present a high standard of intelligent stuff to my content. But you know, this is just a hobby. I'm not actually trying to be paid, you know, or this. I'm not paying my bills with these videos. So if, you know, I eventually figured out, nah, it's not worth it. If I have something intelligent to add, I'll add it when it makes sense to. Okay. So at this point, I gotta talk to Finn again.
Hast thou properly searched the stables?
No saying hi, you might note. What did I find? Well, I'll tell you, buddy. I found a bucket. It was so full of blood. Jesus, it didn't make sense. Who puts blood in a bucket like that?
Yes, obviously it is filled with poor Christopher's own blood. Obviously, but surely there's something else that might point us in the direction of the killer or killers. Thou shouldst look again, Avatar.
How about you listen to the rest of what I have to say, Mr. Finnegan? I also found a body. I know that. What else didst thou find? Thou shouldst look again, Avatar. How about... Let's try this a third time. I found a key. A key? Perhaps thou dost ask Christopher's son about it. He may know what it is for. All right. Name thyself. My name is Finnegan. Your job is to be mayor of Trinsic, and I have been since arriving here 3 years ago. Yes. Crime like this has never happened in Trinsic before. Before I arrived, certainly at least. I cannot believe that this happened to Christopher and Inamo. Inamo? I'm not sure. I've never known how to say that name. It's really annoying to have words like that you don't hear anybody say, so you never really know how you pronounce it. Please, explore the town. I would appreciate it if you would bring me a report on their progress. Be sure to ask everyone in town about the murder. After speaking with Christopher's son, thou mightst want to speak with Gilberto, the god on watch at the dock last night. Gilberto, huh? The mayor hesitates, and then leans in to speak quietly. Actually, there's been something like this before. It's been about 4 years ago, in Britain. What do I ask about first? Okay, how about Britain? 'Twas before I came to Trinsic. There was a murder with strikingly similar aspects. A body was found mutilated, exactly like poor Christopher. It appeared to have been a ritualistic killing. I would wager that whoever was responsible for this murder was the culprit behind this one. Okay, great. So, Inamo, the gargoyle Inamo, yes, slept in the stables, and I understand it. I believe he emigrated here from Terfin a few months ago. This game, this universe, has quite an extended universe, right? There's like 6 games prior to this one where they have taken probably the time to build a very nice narrative and world. I haven't really dug into any of the story, but I do remember there was an extended instruction booklet that came with this game. Now, nobody would have this. Maybe this would be PDF. I have to check the files that came with the GOG game. But I would like to reread that. I believe I also own that, and it's probably not too far away from my own Vinecloth map. Actually, I may need to check on it pretty soon. I happen to remember, too, that this game had an anti-piracy sort of thing. Back when anti-piracy was really new as a concept, it would ask you for the latitudinal and longitudinal places and for particular spots, and you would need to check that on the map that they provided with the boxed copy, so that if you pirated the game and you only had the software, you would not be able to continue past this question. But I don't know. We'll see if this guy actually has it. At worst, I'll just check an FAQ. From Terfin, yes, this is Terfin is an island inhabited by gargoyles. There's actually an interesting kind of caste system where the smart or intelligent gargoyles are of the upper caste, and they all have wings. And there are some, there's a lower caste of gargoyles that don't have wings, and those guys are, for whatever reason, all stupid. I thought that was very interesting then, and it's a very basic type of thing, it's a very simple version of what type of things you might find in the real world, I guess. Maybe this is in part social commentary. It seems he was merely a chance victim of someone intent on violence. Christopher? Christopher was the local blacksmith. He lives, or rather lived, with his son in the northwest part of town. The blacksmith shop is in the southwest corner. Christopher was not a rich man by any means. He barely kept himself and his son alive, but he certainly enjoyed his work. Okay. How about his son? Tell me about him. Christopher's son is called Spock. Spock. Wow. Who names his kid Spark? That's kind of...
The house is in the northwest area of town. Northwest. Northwest. Go northwest.
Okay, who's Gil? He was struck from behind early this morning, and he was knocked senseless.
Johnson, the morning watch, found him unconscious.
He is recuperating at Chantu the Healer's house. This is such a fantasy game.
On the west side of town.
All right, cool. Chantu?
He is our town healer. He has been here for years. Nice guy. Yeah.
Okay, Johnson, he's probably at the dock. Okay. We can... these conversations can go on, and this is part of the charm. This is something I love. Deep about this game. It's something that is... Our rune of... I'll continue that thought in a moment.
Our rune of honor was taken many years ago by one who claimed he was the Avatar. I believe it now resides in the Royal Museum in Britain. Yet, the empty pedestal still remains in the center of town. I feel this is symbolic of the town itself. Itself. It's rather empty. Of people, of life, and of honor.
'Tis sad, really. Are you asking me to go get it? I will steal the shit out of a rune of honor. I'll tell you what. I'm the Avatar. You're not going to say no to me.
And then there's this murder, of course. We have temporarily closed the gates of the city and require a password to get in or out.
Yeah, how about?
We'll give the password when thou hast given me a report on the progress of thine investigation.
Okay.
The mayor nods.
And then fucks off. Okay. All right. Well, that's fine. Okay, so I gotta do some investigation into a murder. I am somewhat feeling hostage. I mean, I zap in right about here. And here I am. And then, hey, there's a murder. They know, like... Hi, how are you? Would you like a meal? How long have you been traveling for? You know, how long are you staying? Nothing. You're the Avatar. You are presumed the Avatar. That's it. You just gotta help. That's it. And by the by, here's what you gotta help with. Good luck. Don't take any of the supplies. We already need them. We're pretty strapped. Hey, maybe this is the guard I need to talk to. Guard, can you... Huh? How about if I block you? Hey, buddy. Oh no, am I... Okay, that's it. Need to double left click, not double right click. You see an alert, and no nonsense, guard. No nonsense. Hey man, what's up? Your name?
Johnson. What's your job? Have the morning watch, guarding the dock. I authorize the comings and goings of every ship.
Ship? Is there a dock that close by? Murder.
I did hear of this. When I arrived at my post at sunrise, I found Gilberto lying felled on the ground. Thou dost asking if I saw anything, I did not. No one had passed by me since I had arrived at the dock.
I don't know why I'm giving him a lisp all of a sudden. Just kind of felt like it.
If thou dost watch the ship,
thou must get a date from the shipwright.
You must also have the password to leave town.
Great. Okay. The password is... Thou does not know the password. I'm sorry. The password may give thee the password. Okay, right. Chantu, the healer of fantasy world, Trinsic, still has the guard. I think it's to the west. Okay, we're gonna go look. Let's see. This is maybe it if I remember right. Are you a guard? You look like a guard. Oh, yeah. You see a grumpy fellow with a bloody bandage on his head. And, hatchet. So he has a wound on this side and an axe sticking out of his head on this side. Okay, great. I'm gonna get a lot of information out of this guy. I am Gilberto.
What is your job?
I have the night watch at the dock gate. Great.
Murder.
It must have occurred That must have occurred shortly before I was knocked out. Okay, knocked. It was just about sunrise. It was looking out to sea. All of a sudden, I felt a blow on the back of my head. He winces in pain. That's a little bit of a weird, like, where do you know that, like, this guy is speaking and the narrator is now speaking? I don't know. Anyway, it's not important. The next thing I knew, I was on the ground. Johnson, the guard on the next watch, was shaking me. I'd been out for 10 minutes about. Nobody has a stopwatch in Britannia, so of course this is an estimate. I knew that because the sun had just peeked over the horizon and the crown jewel had gone and sailed. The crown jewel? Did I forget to say? That is a ship that was docked here all night. I believe it was about to sail for Britain. Britain. Luckwith has to gargan the ship, right, to make sure? Yeah, gargan. Gargle. I kind of remember what he looks like. He looks like a gargan, too. We're going to find out. Anyway, I did not see mine attackers. The guard grumbles. Okay. Johnson, he takes the morning watch. Great. Attackers. Oh, sorry. Attackers. I wonder if they jumped onto the ship. They could be all the way to Britain by now. How about that pain? Feel painful? Gilberto seems a little wobbly, but his gesture indicates that he does not desire your aid. No, he's a man. My skull is still ringing, but I shall be all right momentarily. Okay, great. He is a good man, but thou mayest not wish to stand too close to him. Thou mayest catch something. All right, cool. That's Gargan. All right, I'm going to go. Okay. Well, you know what? In the middle of this investigation, I think I might want to take a pause and say this is a pretty good spot for the end of one episode. I might. Okay, so here's the thing. I can go to greater depth in explaining what I think I finally want from my doing of Let's Plays. I don't want to do it on a fixed schedule anymore. They're just going to have to happen as they happen. But now that I've begun a game, I'm probably going to want to continue. Ladies and gentlemen, feel quite free to join me in the next episode. We're going to go speak to Gargan. I know where he is. He's sitting down. There he is. Can I click on him? Does it say Gargan? Shopkeeper. No. Okay. Well, all right. And in the next episode, I'm going to do two things, certainly. Definitely. I'm going to talk to this guy. And then I'm probably going to get right to cheating my ass off, because this game is a little bit on the unforgiving side, and I don't care for that. At least that's how I remember it. But anyway, thank you for joining me. I hope you guys connect at some point. I would like to hear from you. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's the end of the episode. Thanks, and we'll see you in the next one.